One of East Alabama's top law enforcement officials has announced his retirement.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Metal Buildings, custom metal buildings built right here in Anniston.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham. Oxford Police Chief Bill Partridge announced on social media this afternoon that he will retire on May 1st after 39 years in law enforcement. Partridge said the decision followed a year of consideration, adding that the timing is now appropriate. Partridge has been Oxford's police chief for the past 19 years. He also holds the title of Public Safety Director. In his announcement, he thanks his staff for their professionalism, compassion, and commitment, calling their work central to daily operations. During his tenure, Oxford expanded its technological capabilities and continued efforts to improve public safety and service. Partridge also cited strong community support and political leadership as key factors in his department's progress. He said he began his career under experienced mentors, and that training helped shape his leadership. In his announcement, Partridge encouraged his officers to continue treating people the way they would want their families to be treated, continuing to earn the respect and trust of their community. Officials with the UAB health system have applied for a certificate of need to build a freestanding emergency department in Oxford. That certificate must now be issued by the Alabama State Health Planning Development Agency before the facility can be built. If it wins state approval, the Oxford Emergency Room will be operated by UAB's St. Vincent St. Clair Hospital in Pell City. According to a news release from UAB and the City of Oxford, the project will be a joint venture among the UAB Health System, the City of Oxford, and Oxford's Health Care Authority. Oxford's Mayor, Alton Kraft, says the city's growth has outpaced its health care infrastructure, and a freestanding emergency department is needed for residents of Oxford and the East Alabama region. Kraft said it was city officials who approached UAB and asked for their participation. UAB Health System CEO Don Bulgarella says this project is important because proximity to care has a significant effect on the overall health of a community. She also says that partnering with UAB connects Oxford and the surrounding communities to the health system's care delivery network and gives patients better access to UAB's world-class medical expertise. UAB Medicine already operates freestanding emergency departments in Gardendale, Hoover, and Trussville. UAB operates a 16-hospital system with annual revenues approaching $8 billion. It's the largest employer in Alabama with more than 23,000 employees. It was recently designated by Forbes magazine as the #1 best large employer. Oxford city officials created their Healthcare Authority Board in 2020 to develop projects such as this proposed emergency room. Board Chairman Tom Dixon says the benefits of bringing UAB to Oxford simply cannot be overstated. He added that there is no other hospital or health system that could bring Oxford the quality of care that UAB can. No other information about the proposed standalone emergency room was available, but officials have promised they will soon be announcing the location of the facility and additional details about the project. Starting Tuesday, Bains Gap Road at McClellan will be closed for the rest of the week as the Calhoun County Commission, in partnership with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, will begin a paving project. The road will be closed through the Mountain Longleaf National Wildlife Refuge while this construction is underway. The closure is expected to remain in place through Friday. The project is being funded by a Rebuild Alabama grant in addition to support from the Calhoun County Commission. It's time for pond owners in East Alabama to get ready for summer, and a program will be held this week to offer advice on that process. That story and more when we return.
For 50 years, Waldrop Metal Buildings has proudly delivered American-made metal buildings, barns, and carports across the Southeast. Now we're celebrating by giving back all year long with monthly giveaways as a thank you to our customers. Visit our Facebook page to enter and be part of the celebration. Waldrop Metal Buildings, real, American-made steel.
Welcome to Buster Miles Kia in Anniston, where we're dedicated to serving you with honesty and care. Whether you're shopping for a new or used car or need service, we're here to make it easy and stress-free. Visit us today at Buster Miles Kia, where great cars and family values come together. Buster Miles Kia, your trusted hometown dealership.
This segment of EAN Mobile News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
People across the region are invited to a recreational pond management workshop on Thursday in Cleburne County. Corey Courtwright, the Aquatic Resource Extension Agent for the region, will be sharing tips on the best way to set up and maintain a healthy pond.
For those with ponds, it's important to manage it well to create good fishing opportunities for all of us that don't have ponds, so that we can have good recreational fishing opportunities and the aesthetics of a beautiful pond. And also, ponds serve lots of other purposes besides just fishing: livestock watering, irrigation, even fire control as well.
Courtwright says his office plans to cover a variety of issues for pond owners and managers who want to know what it takes to manage and maintain a recreational pond.
Looking at all the different aspects of pond management, from stocking your pond to maintaining good predator-prey balance in your pond for good quality fishing opportunities, weed control. We're actually going to have the state specialists from Auburn come up with the electrofishing boat and do an electrofishing demonstration, so everybody can see how we look at populations in the pond, and talk about some other ways that you can do that at home without an electrofishing boat. But we'll also have some talks on wildlife control, especially aquatic or semi-aquatic wildlife, and looking at the different things that landowners might need to consider dealing with some wildlife around their ponds as well.
Courtwright says the workshop will also be a great time to bring samples of pond water to be tested for Lyme needs and have aquatic weeds identified. This free workshop will be held from 9 until noon Thursday at Penny Creek Farm on Highway 78, just outside Heflin. The East Alabama Boat Show returns to Oxford next month. This annual event, held in the parking lot of Quintard Mall, features everything from pontoon boats to personal watercraft. Admission and parking are free. The show's scheduled for the weekend of April 10th through the 12th. It'll be open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and from noon until 5 on Sunday. Everybody seems to be playing pickleball these days, and a tournament was held in East Alabama this weekend for the popular sport. More on that story in just a moment.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite.
I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We are available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit us at any one of our 5 locations in Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln.
Pickleball is America's fastest growing amateur sport, and more than 100 players were in town this weekend for the 2026 Oxford Spring Break Open, hosted by 256 Pickleball at Oxford Lake Courts. This second annual regional tournament drew participants from across Alabama and Georgia, who were welcomed to the city by Mayor Alton Kraft and Parks and Recreation Director Don Hudson. The games were organized by Kip Chappell of Oxford Pard, along with local volunteers. Chappell talked about the benefits of learning how to play pickleball.
It's good for eye coordination, and it's also really good for social. So people can talk to each other, and just a healthy sport to be in, and it's growing by the leaps and bounds. And what's so really big about it is that seniors can play this game. Middle-aged people and also young people also can play.
Players at the tournament competed across multiple skill divisions and age brackets. The youngest player this weekend was 9, and the oldest was 87. Chappell says that he teaches the basics of the game to area residents who want to get involved, and these lessons include instructions on tournament rules as well. The Oxford Lake facility has 8 dedicated pickleball courts, and Chappell says their goal is to serve the public.
I always like to make people feel good when I'm instructing the class, because it may be their first time out to play, and we want to make sure we make sure people feel as comfortable and they know how to play the sport of pickleball.
This weekend's tournament was also hosted by 256 Pickleball, a volunteer group of local players who are working to spread the word about the game. Paul Fitzner, one of the volunteers, talked about the growing popularity of pickleball and how many local players they've brought in.
We've handled probably around 70 people, 65, 70 since we started. And the great thing about it is we've watched them bring other people on the courts, their families, etc. And so actually it's bloomed to where we have not just ourselves teaching, but they're teaching how to hit the ball, how to keep score, etc. to new people coming on, which is a way a training program should work. It should expand itself. Get the people started and then let them do their things, and let's all have a good time out here.
A full week of spring break activities began this morning at Carver Community Center as the City of Anniston's recreation centers host activities planned for youth and families. On Tuesday, all the centers will host free play from 1 until 9 p.m., offering open gym time and a variety of recreational activities. In addition, the Wiggins Community Center will feature bingo, indoor soccer, and an introduction to baseball featuring wiffle ball activities from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Wednesday, South Highland Community Center will be open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for more games, crafts, and engaging activities. On Thursday, all the centers will again offer free play from 1 to 9 p.m. Spring break wraps up Friday at Hodges Community Center from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. with another day of games, craft, and fun. And I'll be back after these messages.
This spring and summer, get it done right with Oxford Lumber, your hometown partner for projects big or small. From refreshing your garden to upgrading your outdoor space, we've got everything you need. Check out our full garden center and gear up on our Stihl showroom, chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, and more. Ready to grill? We've got Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone to fire up the fun. Since 1985, Oxford Lumber has been built on tradition and focused on you. Visit us today at any of our 5 locations: Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln. Oxford Lumber, where you're treated like family.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below.
Thanks for watching East Alabama Now Local News. We appreciate all your support. Please like and subscribe to see more local news for your area. We'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.